Hello. We're going to be discussing why everything feels expensive now, even when you're doing everything right. Why everything feels expensive now, even when you're doing everything right. I asked an AI question 2 years ago, and the answer aged better than I expected. Context, read-only conversation, reaction, expansion, new questions to AI, end on an unresolved tension. We're going to stay in dark mode with these large fonts, slow scroll, cursor or highlight what you're reading every once in a while like that. No jump cuts. We could add ambient music, static image, background for shorts. How do I actually get an audience? Step one, have trust in the algorithm. For the first 30 days, be consistent. Don't change themes every week. Let YouTube understand your niche. Comment bait. End video with, what would you ask AI next? What would you disagree with here? Is this true? Am I missing something? Step 3, identity hook. People don't subscribe to content, they subscribe to ongoing thinkers. That's a good one, I like that. Subscribe to ongoing thinkers. Curious, skeptical, creative, slightly outsider, long think archer. Monetization roadmap. The YouTube partner program for the audience. This is slow. Don't rely on this first. The YouTube partner program, or YPP, is when you get invited because monetization on your channel has become possible. Now you can go the route of getting Patreon support, offer early episodes, uncut conversations, viewer submitted questions. Even 50 people at $5 a month is $250 a month on Patreon. Phase 3, IP and spinoffs, your strength. Okay, we don't need to talk about that. Okay. I asked why everyone feels poorer, even when they're working harder, smarter, and more efficiently than ever. And what surprised me wasn't the answer. It was how normal this feeling, activity, is once you zoom out. At the time, I wasn't asking this as an academic question. I was asking it as a person who felt like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So why does it feel like I'm losing ground? Rent was up, groceries are up, energy was up. And everyone I talked to, different ages, different jobs, felt the same pressure. I asked, why does it feel like the cost of living is running away faster than people can keep up with? And the response basically said, this isn't a personal failure, it's structural. This isn't a personal failure, it's structural. Okay? I talked about how productivity has skyrocketed, but wages haven't kept pace. How housing stopped being shelter and became an investment vehicle. How healthcare, education, and energy quietly shifted from shared goods to profit centers. That was the moment something clicked for me. Because when a system tells millions of people you're failing individually while the math says otherwise, that's not motivation, that's gaslighting. Here's the part that stuck with me. Previous generations didn't feel this squeeze as intensely, not because they weren't smarter or tougher, but the basic floor of life was cheaper relative to their income. Housing was a smaller percentage, food was a smaller percentage, and education didn't mortgage your future. In another conversation, we talked about the idea of the ladder. And I realized something. For a lot of people, life used to feel like climbing a ladder. Hard but climbable. Now it feels like the ladder is still there, but the bottom rungs get pulled higher. What scares me isn't technology. It's that we become incredibly good at building tools and incredibly bad at distributing their benefits. We're excellent at increasing productivity, but terrible at making sure the gains improve ordinary lives. Now, you can have one worker, software plus automation, and does the work of 10 workers. Output goes up, costs should go down, wages should rise, hours should shrink, but instead, prices don't fall much, wages stagnate, profits concentrate, and workers are told to reskill. The tool worked, the distribution failed. This is the core of the affordability crisis. We produce abundance, but we live as if we don't. We automate productivity gains upward towards capital ownership and executives. When technology boosts productivity, the gains mostly go to shareholders, executive, asset holders, platforms, and monopolies, leaving the rest of us out.